Brocky, keep talking about whiskey and kicks.
Here we go. We are back at it again. It's your boy Brocky, Whiskey and Kicks. It's Whiskey Wednesday, and everybody knows on Whiskey Wednesday, Brocky tastes the booze. What can I say? Let's get to it, man. We're not wasting a lot of time. This is how we like to do things. Almost, you know what I'm saying? I caught myself though. We don't like to waste a lot of time here. Today, we are trying Noble Oak Double Oak Rye. Rye whiskey finished with port wine oak staves. Ooh wee! I love wine barrel finished whiskey. Port barrel specifically. That's what you usually see. I guess it's port. It's so, it's such a strong taste, port wine. It's almost unsippable in our society here in the U.S. It's not really a thing. You rarely see people ordering port wine. If you guys don't know this already, my wife is a som. She has me sipping wine more than I drink whiskey. We sip wine almost every day. But so I've learned a few things, right? You never see people ordering port wine. But when you see a whiskey finished in port wine barrels, for me, I get excited. I get very happy. So let's check this out. Let's read up a little bit. Noble Oak. Where are these guys out of? Oh, Newtown, Ohio. Distilled in Indiana. So this is MGP. Bottled by Noble Oak Spirits Company, Newtown, Ohio. And this is a rye. All right. Let's read a little bit on the label here. Most of Noble Oak's character comes from the wood, and with this release, we elegantly marry two of the world's most coveted cask types. First, time-honored methods are used to rest Noble Oak in charred, new American white oak barrels. Nice. Then, through our proprietary finishing process, we add complexity using port wine oak staves. So they just put the staves in there. Okay, I get it. I dig it. This is the same wood used to craft the world's most sought after wines. The result is totally unique and is elegantly balanced and bold. Notes of figs, toffee, almonds, and allspice pervade. Okay, let's go. And on the site, color, deep mahogany, and the color is not really that important, although it's important to me. It's not important to me. I just enjoy when I see that rich color, and I can see like with a port wine finished whiskey, it has a little bit of a different type of color to it. You can almost see it. At least I feel like I can. Notes of toffee, allspice, wood, and rich grains. Palate, notes of sweet brown sugar and maple syrup dissolve into a sharp profile of green pepper and grass. Closing with, is this austere? Rye, grainy spice. It's interesting, those sweet notes on the palate for this double oak rye. Flavor notes, toffee, maple syrup, lemongrass, allspice. Three of my favorite things: maple syrup, lemongrass, and allspice. So to say that expectations are high on this, it's an understatement. All right, so they got all their awards and stuff. We're not gonna go through all that stuff. All right, so let's get to it, man. I'm not wasting a lot of time here. Jeez, man. All right, so it's gonna come off. It's gonna come off like you might suck your teeth a little bit, like, really, Brocky? But the toffee is there. I get it. I see what they're talking about. I get it. Have I been influenced? Did they influence me? Would I have said toffee if I didn't read that ahead of time? Maybe not. Probably not. Because I don't sit around and eat toffee and shit like that. But they identified it. They said it, and now I can identify what they're talking about. Is that wrong? Comment below if you think it's wrong. Tell me if you think that's wrong. Man, the sweetness is there, y'all. Woo! Ooh! You sure there's not bourbon in here? I'm excited about this one. I am getting a bit of the port wine. And port wine has this, man, it's hard to explain it. It's not like nosing any other red wine. It's such a pungent type of situation with port wine, right? Yeah, like it's there. It's like this is port wine. Okay, let's see what's going on. Oh man, yeah, that is grassy as shit. It's grassy as hell. Heat is a rye for sure. That heat is there. What's the proof on this, by the way? 96 proof. Not bad. The heat is there. So, all right, my wine people, Trina, if you're watching this, my other wine folks, this has a dry finish. Like when I sip some wines, has it like my mouth has this chalky thing going on the inside right now. Like it's like I ate spinach almost. Not on my teeth, but on my tongue. It's like this dry finish thing. Does port wine usually give a dry finish? I've only had port wine maybe once or twice, and I don't remember that. But this has a dry finish, which I don't particularly care for that much. I don't care for that much. But I don't dislike this wine. This whiskey. I like this. Wow, but the dry thing is so interesting with a whiskey, that type of finish. It has like a you know how they say some musicians, they can see sounds, right? So when I sip whiskey or spirits in general, I have different things that run through my mind. Whereas a lot of whiskeys might have a more rounded off, fuller type of finish. This has a sharp type of finish. Can some whiskey, the distillers, Alex, where you at, Alex? Can you explain that? This has like a sharp, a sharp kind of thing going. It's not that rounded off. It's that rounded off type of finish. It's hard to explain it, y'all. I can't explain it. It's crazy. Maybe the bitterness. Maybe it's a little bitter. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what I'm trying to explain. The bitterness. No matter how many years I've sipped whiskey, it's always a challenge explaining your experience, right? Because each and every experience is unique. We might pick up some of the same flavors or scents when we're nosing, but every experience is unique because my palate is different than your palate. Whatever you went through today, leading up to the point where you sip this whiskey, is going to possibly influence your palate. Now, there's ways of cleansing your palate and all that kind of stuff, but I don't like doing that. I like tasting whiskey after, in the course of my day. That way, when I have it next time, it might be a completely different experience. That's why I rarely give up on a whiskey until maybe after a few times. It's some stuff it's some shit I just don't like Jefferson's, Ocean. I haven't liked any of them. But anyway, this is not about Jefferson's. Noble Oak Double Oak Rye. product of USA. That's funny. But the jury is out. I'm gonna have this again. That dry finish, I'm not a fan of it, man. I usually like a more rounded off finish, and I like the sweetness to linger, and that what do you call it? Like when it makes your mouth water afterwards, those flavors that you're just like, oh man, I'm still getting. And I love lemongrass, but I'm not picking up lemongrass big time. I'm not. Or maybe I am. It is grassy, but I'm not picking up lemongrass specifically. But anyway, I wouldn't shy away from it. I'd definitely have it again. Noble Oak, Double Oak Rye. Rye whiskey finished with port wine oak staves. Let me know what you think. Try it out, y'all. This was a gift to me. I did a whiskey share. I just brought a bunch of my bottles down to one of the community spaces here in my building, and I just shared it with a bunch of folks. We drank, and somebody brought a bottle and gifted it to me. I'm trying to get rid of stuff, and they're giving me more stuff. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all next Wednesday, man. Brocky Taste the Booze, Whiskey Wednesday. We out.